I'd now like to call Larry Sachs to the podium.
My father, a World War II veteran, made the mistake of walking into the Palo Alto VA on May 29th, 2012. I know the Palo Alto VA is considered to be the shining light of the VA system, but when things can go wrong there, you really begin to see just how corrupt and uncaring the VA system really is. I met with family members of veterans from a variety of conflicts who all said the same thing. The VA will not help you, and the doctors are dismissive and sometimes plainly incompetent and don't like to be questioned, ever. What began as severe stomach pains for my father on Monday following Memorial Day wound up becoming a 3-month ordeal where he received some horrible and dismissive care and some say abusive treatment. The night before he was due to be discharged, he fell and broke his hip. I thought that was the low point, but the VA doctors, nurses, social workers, and case managers proved to me time and again that yes, indeed, it can get a lot worse. After being threatened by a social worker that my father would not be allowed to remain in the hospital, I contacted Congressman Pelosi's office and Senator Feinstein's office, but both refused to help. I finally contacted Congressman Honda's office and was told that yes, they would help me. I've always thought it was the duty of our members of Congress to take care of the veterans who fought for our freedoms. And finally, I thought I found someone who would care as I spoke with Congressman Honda's Deputy District Director. At last, I thought, I'm not talking to an intern or a grad student, but as someone with a title and what sounded like a caring and determination needed to help deal with the VA, to get the answers any veteran deserves, and to get the proper care a veteran deserves as well. However, in mid-August, Congressman Honda's office simply stopped responding to any of my phone calls or emails. Let me be clear. Congressman Honda's office lied to me about helping me. They said, or they could have said, sorry, we can't help you. Instead, they strung me along, filling me with statements of hope, such as, my formal inquiry requires a formal response back. And an official inquiry, meaning they have to run it through their proper process and respond in writing. I'm waiting to hear back from the VA regarding my most recent inquiry to them on your behalf. I reached back to my liaison at the VA. Their sole job is to interface with congressional offices. I faxed a formal inquiry to the VA. Although your father is no longer under their care, my formal inquiry warrants a formal response. Nothing they did helped my father. Instead, they made the situation worse by making me think they could be counted on to help. Congressman Honda has been described by the American Legion as one of the politicians who really advocates for veterans' issues. What I saw was nothing like that at all. It doesn't matter to my father anymore. He passed away in January 2013. You might ask, if he's already passed away, why am I still waiting for those promises to be fulfilled? It's the principle of the issue. Congressman Honda's office gave me their word that they would help, and they let me down. Since then, I've spoken with other people who have experienced the same treatment. They make a lot of bluster, they sound like they care, but they don't, and time and again, they let people down. We deserve so much more from our elected representatives. We deserve to be heard and not ignored. We deserve much better treatment than Mike Honda provides. We deserve a politician who cares, who listens, and who will not ignore us. I'm sure we've all heard or read stories about how politicians lie and do things that only benefit themselves or their big money donors. I can tell you it's a lot different when it happens to you. Getting to see firsthand what it's like to be failed by your member of Congress. I'm still waiting for a callback or an email fulfilling any promises made to me. It's been over 2 years, and I've never received an apology or even a recognition that my father even existed in their eyes. How can Representative Honda walk around claiming he wants to be a voice of the voiceless? That's just campaign talk. When it comes down to it, his office couldn't care less about giving people a voice. Thank you.